please rise for the opening prayer to be led by Mr. Isa Alejandro Mendes.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God, giving thanks to His Holy Spirit. Father, praise you for this event and your purpose for it. We know that when we gather together, you always have a divine agenda. We love you for that, Father. That even when we have done what you have asked, the results are so much greater than we have ever could have imagined. Even in failed attempts, you blow us away with your faithfulness to provide what we need. Our prayer today is that your will be done through this event. Take what we have prepared and multiply our efforts as only you can. Steer our intentions to align with your righteous will. Remind us of all your faithful provision when our efforts fail us or fall short. May all glory go up to you when we reach the finish line and climb over benchmarks. Blanket us with your peace today. Father, keep us physically safe and guard our hearts and minds. Keep love at the forefront of our minds today and a guiding light for all we set out to accomplish and celebrate. In Jesus' name, amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Thank you very much, Isa. Please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem to be followed by the Headway hymn. Thank you very much. You may now all take your seats. Once again, welcome. A warm welcome from all of us here at Headway School for Giftedness. And welcome to our Headway Annual Holiday Show 2018. Every year, with the help and support of each and every one of you in this room, we strive to cultivate and bring out different skills your children can gain through the arts. For years to come, together we will continue this practice to secure children's holistic learning. Ladies and gentlemen, parents and teachers, give yourselves a round of applause. We managed to pull through with another year-end show. Let's go. We have all worked so hard, and as we speak, your children are waiting to give you a show they've been working for months. As a last reminder before we start the program, we're discouraging parents. They're standing up to take photos and videos and to avoid distracting students. Our official videographer will cover the whole event for everyone's convenience. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, may we call Mr. Aizal Alejandro Menes, the principal, to officially start our program. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all please welcome our principal, Aizal Alejandro Menes.
Good day, parents and guests. Peter Pan is certainly a legendary character, having soared in the skies for so many years without growing up, continuing his mission for perpetuity to bring children to the far-flung Neverland in search of eternal joy and happiness. However, beneath the story's innocence and gaiety reflects our desires for independence, and our attractions to authority. It reflects the fragile interdependence of the child and the parent in each one of us. Peter Pan is all about growing up, and no matter what, we will all go through different learnings in our lives as we age. This year's holiday show reflects the growth that our pupils have gone through the years. It reminds us, dear parents and guardians, that no matter how we want our children to stay young, they will eventually grow old and live a life of independence. And we are all here to serve as their guide in that journey. Parents, guardians, and guests, we welcome you to this year's holiday show, Peter Pan and Musical Adventure. Enjoy the show.
To George Darling, Matt's father, fell madly in love with her. They married and had 3 lovely children. The oldest was named Wendy.
And then came John. Please, me, Michael.
And we mustn't forget Nana.
That's another story, Wendy.
My dear brothers, Mother expects us all to be sound asleep by now.
Please.
Well, I suppose we can have one more story. Nana, will you warn us if Mother is coming? See this?
Did you draw that, Wendy? Who is it?
This is the boy who never grew up. He lives in a world far away from ours called Neverland.
Is it a magical place?
There's a secret land that grown-ups don't understand. There's pirates and Indians fighting and scary crocodiles fighting. Where every day is exciting, and there you'll find a boy who never grew up.
Is he a real boy, Wendy?
Yes, his name is Peter Pan.
Is it a real place or it's just a city dream?
Neverland is not a dream, it's real as can be. There are mermaids and fairies as real as you and me. Everything is crowded with adventures, fun, and laughter. When it's over, everyone is happy ever after.
Someone's coming!
You still awake, Nana? This house looking lightly. I got her voices. Children. What's this? Do you know this picture? It says, the boy who never grew up. He looks maybe familiar. That's because he says he's met you, Mother. Wendy.
Sorry!
Why? Are you up after bedtime?
Every night at bedtime, Wendy tells a story. Sometimes it's a happy one. Sometimes kind of gory.
Stories where they fall in love.
Stories that are creepy. Sometimes I don't hear cause I get to sleep.
Wendy, what have you been telling your brothers? How little imagination goes a long way, young boys. Oh, I'm not making it up, Mother.
There's a secret land that grown-ups don't understand. There's pirates and Indians fighting and scary crocodiles fighting. Where every day is exciting,
And there you'll find a
there you'll find a boy who never grew up.
Well, after we battles the morning, right now, snuggle under the covers and close your eyes. Oh, I do wish I didn't have to go to the next party tonight.
Why ever not, Mother?
Just a funny feeling I have. I don't know why, but I believe the few brothers stay at home. But it's for the brothers' business. That is first.
For Mother, Nan and I will see to us.
Oh, I know that. It's just that last week I had the apple thing. I found the boy in the front window looking for something. When he saw me, he gave me the strangest smile and then just flew away. I woke up because Nana was barking so loudly.
We aren't going anywhere except to bed. We won't even go like pirates or Indians.
Oh gracious, now we would want that.
Mother, the carriage is waiting.
I must say, my darlings,
Neverland's a real place, Mother. It's an island of pirates and Indians and Peter Pan.
maybe it is a real island, but it's only real in your dreams. And that's where you should go now. Sail away to the island of dreams. Shimmering on wings high. Floats on a sea made of
It's a kind of different.
bees, gently lifting on. Onto the island of dreams. A twinkling star is now find you at break of day. The island of dreams is leaving no That's right. Those rice, my babies, and sweet. And Peter Pan, the boy who never grew up, I hope he's taking taxi very much to keep your eye on you.
Mother, we can't be late.
Take care, my darlings. Good night, Nana. Watch them safely.
Sleep right away, do we, Wendy?
Well, I'm not sure.
Just starting. How's the story? Yes, tired. But tired sounds so wicked. That's why Wait, tired had to go behind your back and make you walk the fight. You drop into the sea and then they start coming having festival. Do they really do that, Wendy? They really do. And sometimes they tie you to a cannonball and stuff you down the cabin and then blast you through the sky.
Ever seen a pirate do that?
Who's there? Nana, stop your late, neighbors. Hush, you big bowser. Well, that's a fine how do you do.
How do you do too?
It's Peter Pan.
And who might you be?
Don't you remember? It's me, Wendy Mora Angela Darling.
Well, la-di-da.
Time to make us walk the plank.
I'm no pirate, but I'm gonna be pirates who are my best enemies.
Where do you live, Peter?
Second star to the right, and straight on to the morning.
That's a silly address. How will the mailman be able to deliver your letters?
Don't get any letters.
But your mother must get some.
Don't got a mother, never had one, and don't need one. So there.
Who tucks you out bed in at night?
Me, myself, and I.
Who makes you take your medicine when you're sick?
Me, myself, and I.
May I ask you something, Peter?
There certainly are good questions.
What are you looking for?
My shadow.
And just what would your shadow be doing in this room without you?
That bear you keep me here tore it up the other night.
That's not a bear! I haven't the foggiest idea where it is. Who's that?
Tinkerbell. She's a very beautiful fairy, but so tiny only I can see. Do you know where my shadow is, King? You do? Worse. Over there?
Is this it? Yes, I think it should do very nicely. I'll hold on if you like.
I should like it very much.
I dare say this might hurt a bit.
I won't cry. Peter Pan never cries.
Hey, you are brave, especially for someone so young. How old are you?
I won't die, but I am young. But I don't know how young. You see, I ran away the day I was born.
How exciting! Why would you do that?
I heard my father telling my mother I would become to go to be a man. And I don't want to go to be a man. I don't want to grow up. Period. I just want to be a boy and have fun. So I ran away to Kensington Gardens. And that's where I met Tinkerbell and the other fairies.
Where do fairies come from?
Don't tell anyone.
That's where I hope to die.
Then I'll tell you. When the first baby laughed, it snapped into 1,000 pieces and they all went skipping about. And that was such a painting of fairies.
Do you still live with them in Kensington Gardens?
Sometimes, most of the time, I live with the lost boys.
Who are they?
They were the children who float out of the baby carriages when the nannies took them away. They're not there for 7 days. They're sent to Neverland.
Neverland.
But sometimes they get tiresome.
Why?
Because they want me to tell stories. I don't know any stories.
Let me give them stories. There. Now, Peter, stand up and see if that suits you.
Why? It's better than before. You certainly are a very handy person to have around, Indy.
Thank you, Peter. But I believe it's time you went back to your lost boys, and these two went to bed.
Can you really tell stories?
Oh, wonderful stories. There's but the Sultan We must finish your lessons before we have fun. Don't be silly, John. You've always loved school. Have we gone to school? Of course. A real school with desks and rows and a proper blackboard and a teacher who carries a ruler.
Funny, I remember.
I can't imagine how you can be so forgetful. All right. Question number 1. What color were your mother's eyes?
So what did you know the answer?
Well then, just put a check mark. Number 2. Who was taller, father or mother? And finally, what song did mother sing at bedtime? Let me see what you've got. Oh, they're all check marks. And you too. Oh, John, you haven't answered one question.
Can we please have something to eat?
All right, then, take your basket and set up the picnic on that hill.
That's not fair. I should carry it.
Aren't you hungry, Peter?
I think you make a fine mother. All the lost boys have taken to you.
I'm glad. And what about you?
I think you make a fine picnic lunch.
Peter, look there.
Pirates!
Hey, my dear Caroline. You sit right here. Just gonna have... Oh, well, no. Aren't you gonna say anything?
Oh, Captain Hook's idea.
Ha 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 ha. Peter, we must save Tiger Lily.
What was this?
Ahoy there, you lovers!
Captain Hook, is that you?
What orders we're doing?
Take to the princess to the rock. Just like you ordered, sir.
Set her free.
Free? Cut those ropes and never know.
But Captain,
At once, do you hear? Or I'll punch my hook into your roof.
let that happen, can you?
What I do?
When I think of your rotten, cruel, dismal sister, it makes me think about it.
Hey, stop flattering me. You are wrong.
Captain?
I'm thinking.
Captain!
I got it. All we have to do is get rid of that mother, and then we're gone, and we'll have the whole island to ourselves. Oh no! Oh no! No! Dear! Stop it! Get away from me! I'm just a lost and cruel human being! Run!
The prince walked ever so slowly towards the crystal coffin that sat in the middle of the forest. The 7 dwarves were kneeling around it, their heads bowed and hands folded in prayer.
That story that we really did. Look at that. Toodle's a big thing.
The prince kisses her, she wakes up, and they ride off into the sunset together.
I knew it would all work out. Tell us another, Wendy.
What about an adventure instead? We haven't had a good fight in an hour. Those pirates are some itchy presents, aren't they?
No, Peter! Another story, Wendy!
I'll tell you one more story before you must go out to play. Does that suit you, Peter?
As long as it's a short one.
Very well. Once upon a time, there was a family. A mother, a father, and their 3 darling children.
This does sound a bit familiar.
And they had a very faithful nurse, Nana.
So far, it's a wonderful story, Wendy!
It is, isn't it? They lived in a large house with a splendid nursery, and the window that opened at night so the moonlight would come in.
Are they there now?
Oh no! They flew away one night. They landed on an island with pirates and Indians and all sorts of creatures that lived in the forest. But one day, the children began to miss their mother and father.
Do I have a mother and father? Of course not. That's why you're a lost boy. What happened to the children, Wendy?
The children decided they wanted to fly back to their nursery.
But what if the window was closed and locked?
Their mother would always leave the window open, for she knew in her heart that one day her children would return. Home sweet home, it's calling to me. Home sweet home, where I ought to be. Back in the world that I know. Home is where I want to go. John and Michael, can't you just picture our mother? Mother's been there waiting. She's hoping for the day. We'll be home all snuggled and warm.
I'd rather fly away.
She will kiss and hug us, then say how much we've grown. Glad we're all together at last.
I'd rather be alone.
There's an open window waiting for me.
Stop and nonsense! I thought my mother would open
your medicine.
I don't have to do what you say, Wendy. You're my mother.
Very well. I'll leave it here then. Say goodbye, boys. It's the only path leading to the shore.
This is most curious.
Why have we stopped? Think this is the trap. I'm tired. Children, I'm afraid when we get home, you're going to have to learn some good manners. Maybe this would be a very good time to start. Is this time to say good morning, dear? Thank you. Is this time to say honor when you leave? Is this night when you're a delicate little handy? Rather than blowing out your nose on your sleeve? Wouldn't you like to have a sparkling conversation? Wouldn't you like to sip a cup of tea? Rather than help the fool and bring it up the bourbon? Wouldn't you rather be polite like me? We want to be to bow and say how do you do? We'll make you proud to be your mother. I know this is confusing. We'll be the sweet years. We'll even wash behind our ears. 'Cause we got
Yuletide carol may be sung by a choir of folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoes. Well, how to make the season right. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's holding lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna fly to see if reindeers really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second half of the intermission, or the second half of the show will begin right after a few minutes. Thank you so much for the support that you've given to your children for helping put this show on. Merry Christmas.
Peter can't be really dead, but he is. Sweet, got a sail mended yet?
Almost, Captain.
Good, as soon as we do, we set sail. That's perfectly impossible. And what is that, my dear? We're heading homeward tonight, just as Peter promised we would. The lost boy will be adopted and home for good. Adopted? Wanna take a second look at these swap outfits? We get the rule for them, Miss Newton, sir. It's got the look. You'll not find homes for anybody, and it is to see that you'll join Peter Pan at the bottom of the sea. Do you honestly believe that Peter is dead? But the captain says so. All of you must hoist and walk the plank. Beautiful view from the edge. Just before you jump into the sea. It's okay, I can swim. Did Dr. Hans strike behind your back? Oh, it becomes you, Wendy. Didn't I tell you? You're to become the mother of my crew. We need them all. Somebody do what's behind their ear. And we do it tonight.
Will you tuck us in too, Mother?
that the Jolly Roger sang. Yes, we can, and the captain tells us where it's like to have to walk all night. It's Tinkerbell! What is it, Pink? Oh, what is it? Oh no! Oh no! What is it? My house says it's true. Peter's dead. the nursery.
It isn't! This is how much fun we had!
I know, Peter, but John and Michael have already forgotten mother and father, and I can barely remember them myself.
But I never see what's so great about having mother anyway.
Please, Peter, take us home.
Alright, go on! I don't care! Take them all, take! I don't care if I ever see you again, Wendy! Ever, ever, ever!
Yes, take us home.
Oh.
You'll be back, Peter Pan. And
Please give a round of applause for stars, clouds, pirates, and grade 4 classes. Next, we have the class of grade 3. So lots of boys and girls and pirates. Let's call on stage for grade 2, the pirates